Hello guys, Maza thejrocker is back. Today I'm going to talk about my last in-store event and last concert for this year here in Osaka, Japan. So for 2 days ago I went to another in-store event with a Japanese jerk band called Codomo Dragon. I've been waiting for this band for so long. Another very big jerk dream came true for me during that day. So this in-store event was on December 27 on a Tuesday, and I came there around like 1 hour before the talk show started, and I didn't actually had talk show tickets because these tickets was already sold out when I got my in-store event tickets. So I didn't have a talk show, but I was also waiting for one of my friends. My friend Joey was coming to this in-store event as well with me for the first time. It was super fun to see his reaction. And so I was waiting for him to come, and I was also waiting for Codomo Dragon to come for the talk show, because since it was full in the room where they were gonna talk, the rest of us were actually standing outside, and then all of a sudden they came by us. Kana and Yume came first, the guitarist, and they were like waving to us, and I was like waving back, ha! And then followed by them came Hayato, vocalist Hayato, bassist Men, and drummer Shamu. And then I was like shocked because there were so many. I was like, oh my god, Men, he's so beautiful. He's my favorite member, by the way. So they entered the room for the talk show, and I was basically standing outside and just trying to listen to everything. I couldn't really see anything. I could see Kana maybe through something, a small piece like that, but that was it. And I was so nervous because I was afraid that Joey would miss it. But Joey came right when the talk show ended. And then, since it was so many fans, this was like the first time I've seen so many fans during an in-store event. First time experience. We had to wait for our turn to shake hands with Codomo Dragon and also take a photo with them. And apparently you couldn't really give gifts to them straight because there was so many fans, so you had to put your gifts into the gift box. And they didn't have a gift box for the entire band. They had like for each member. Since my gifts that I have made was for all of them, I had no idea in which box I would put my gift box to them. So since I saw that Men, Kana, and Yume actually had gifts in their boxes already, and at that time Hayato and Shamu didn't have any gifts at all. I had a little bit hard to decide in which box I would put my gifts. But I decided to put my gifts in Shamu's box, and later on Hayato also got stuffs in his box as well. Thank you for that. Would feel a little bit awkward otherwise. And then, as I said, Joey came, and we were waiting for like almost an hour because we were so behind. I mean, we wasn't so behind, but there were so many fans. So we were waiting and waiting and waiting, and Joey and me was talking and waiting. And he was like, I'm the only guy here. I was like, yeah, maybe you are, but I saw a few other guys as well. And I'm just gonna tell you that this is my systematic camera, by the way, that I'm recording with, because the other one refused to work with me today. So if this one shuts off like it did last time when I was talking about Meteoroid, I'm sorry. I'm gonna change my memory card so you don't get confused or anything like that. And yep, then we went inside to the store, and we were waiting again because there was another line there. They were trying to get as many fans as possible into the store at the same time, and all I could hear was like the girls like cheese san ni ich cheese, like for the people who take photos. Some people had more tickets. I had 2 tickets, but I decided to give one to Joey. Otherwise I would be able to take 2 pictures as well with Codomo Dragon, but I wanted to have someone with me, and it was Joey's first time experience with the jerk band, so I thought why not. So I had 1 ticket and he had 1 ticket. And then we were waiting and waiting and thinking I'm gonna cut here. So I'm gonna talk about the actual meet and greet part, alright? So Maza thejrocker will get back to you soon. So I'm back again, guys, and I did check the previous video and I saw that I didn't actually said experience. So this is gonna be my in-store event experience and concert experience with Codomo Dragon. So sorry, I probably will add that one in the first video later. And I also forgot to tell you where this was at. This was at CL Link in Shinsaibashi in Osaka. Now we got that out of the way. Sorry about that. Now I come to the actual meet and greet part. So Joey wanted us to go together and take a photo together with Codomo Dragon, but I wasn't really sure that they would accept it. And they didn't accept it, obviously. And we chose to actually use this camera that I'm recording with to take the photos with, because this camera is super good. So Joey handed over his ticket to the girl, and he was like, Ishani, that me and my friend could go together, kind of. But she refused. She didn't want us to go together. So Joey went inside, and then we stopped, and I tried to come after, but it was totally stopped. And he was like, Melanie, come, come, come. And the band was like, Codomo Dragon was like, come, come, oide, oide. And I was like, no, this is stop. I can't come any further. I said, it's okay, Joey. So Joey was shaking hands with all the members. I was like, oh my god, they look so cool. They looked so cool. And he was like, can I join the band? I mean, I can play guitar and everything. And they was like laughing, and Codomo Dragon's reaction when they saw Joey was, "Whoa, kakkoi, tottemo kakkoi!" That he was very cool, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is so cool!" I was standing there and enjoying every single moment of Joey's moment with Codomo Dragon, because it was so fun to see their reaction towards him. I mean, I have no idea. It was super, super fun. And then he was standing in between Yume and Shamu when they took the photo, and they looked so cool in that photo. And since it was my camera, this one I'm recording with, that I've said like probably hundreds of times already, they were like, oh, where should the camera go? And I was like, no, the camera's gonna stay, because we're gonna take my photo with this camera as well, because I don't have another camera, so we need to use this one twice. So Joey went offside out, and I handed over my ticket, and I came in, and I was so stunned to see them because they were so beautiful. I thought with them, oh my god, I had no idea what I was gonna say or do anything. I tried to remain calm. So Kana held out his hand first, and I was shaking his hand, and he said, "Arigatou gozaimasu," like, "Arigatou gozaimasu," and then I went over to Men, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die now, I'm gonna die. I was shaking his hand, and he said, "Arigatou gozaimasu," I was like, "Arigatou gozaimasu." Then I came to Hayato, and he was like, shaking his hand, he was like, "Arigatou gozaimasu, arigatou gozaimasu," I said back, and he was like, "You coming to a live tomorrow?" And I was like, yes, I'm coming to your live tomorrow. He was like, wow, sugoi. He was like, oh, many people come to your live tomorrow. I was like, yes, of course. Then I went over to Yume, and Yume said, "Domo arigatou gozaimasu." I was shaking his hand, and he said, "Domo arigatou gozaimasu." Oh my god. And then I came over to Shamu. He said, "Domo arigatou gozaimasu." I was shaking his hand, and I was saying, "Domo arigatou gozaimasu." And then the girl was like, "Shashin, time to take the photo time." And I was standing in front of Shamu, I mean, not Yume, but Yume was next to Shamu. So I was kind of standing in between Yume and Shamu at that moment, in front. And she was like, "Shashin!" I was like walking like this back to Men, because he's my favorite. And I didn't think when I did this. I just went straight into his arms like this. I came like this, and I did like this, put my arms around him, and his reaction was priceless. He was like, like, oh, she likes me, kind of. And the other members were like, oh, she likes men, like that. Their reaction was like that, even though they didn't say that she likes men, but they were like, oh, men. And I was like, of course, this is my moment. And the next thing I noticed was that he also put his arms around me, and I was like, this feeling of him having his arms around me, I felt so safe in his arms. I felt so safe around these 5 guys around Codomo Dragon. I was super happy, and the next thing I noticed was that she took the photo, and I was smiling like an idiot, basically. And every one of us were fitting so well together, because Joey had black clothes and I had black clothes, and the band had also black clothes, and everyone was like fitting in. And since Hayato and Men also had glasses on, and as well as me, that also fitted in the photo. So 3 of us had glasses and the other 3 didn't have. So the photo was super perfect, and I was so happy. And then I was like, I let go of Men, I let go of me, and I took my camera back, and I said like, "Arigato, domo arigato, urishii desu," and they were like, "Arigato, mata ashita, see you tomorrow." and I was like, ah, Matashta. I wait, and then I went out, and I was freaking out almost. And I had to buy some checkies, of course. So I bought 7 checkies, because I wanted to have one of each member, of course. But I didn't get one of each member. I got 4 members out of 5. 4 out of 5. And the only person I didn't got was Shamu, drummer Shamu. And I was so mad because I really wanted to have one with Shamu. But I thought tomorrow, the day after, which was yesterday, they would sell checkies at the concert. So I thought maybe I will give another try tomorrow, which was yesterday. But I think I got Hayato, of course, I got Men, I got Yumen, I got Kana, but no Shamu. But that's life, right? And I think that's all that happened. Since I didn't have a talk show, it's not so hard. It's hard for me to actually explain what they... So Maza is back again. Sorry, my camera interrupted me because the memory card was full. So what I was going to say was that since I didn't know what they were talking about during the talk show, I'm not sure what I was gonna talk about because I didn't hear anything special. All I heard was like laughing, and they were like kind of fighting against Men and Kana, and that's basically all I heard about it. So what I was gonna say, yeah, I bought my checkies, and as I said, I didn't get single one with Shamu. And I'm gonna add something that I forgot. It's good that I remember things afterwards, right? That was during when they were forming the line for the meet and greet and everything. Joey actually came a little bit before me, and he decided to go back to me in the line, and the girl was like, why are you coming back? And he was like, oh, Tomodachi, ishoni, you know, we're gonna go together, we're gonna stand together. And she was like, oh, well, I understand. So it was super fun. This in-store event, as I said, was my last one for this year. I have seen so many bands during these 3 months that I've been in Japan. Yesterday was actually 3 months since I came to Japan, and I spent it during the concert. I was at the concert with Codomo Dragon yesterday, so I spent my 3-month celebration with Codomo Dragon during the concert. And being here for 3 months and being able to see so many bands, and I have met so many bands during these 3 months, and I never thought I would be able to do this. And I'm addicted. I was gonna tell I'm addicted to thejrocker more than ever since I came here. But it was super fun, and I just want to say my thank you to Codomo Dragon, and my fangirl heart is still dying over Men because he's so beautiful. And I'm gonna show you the photos, and I'm gonna show you the checkies and merchandise, you know, everything after I've been talking about this concert experience, because this concert experience was a little bit different from the other ones that I've been on, and when I'm starting to talk about it, you will understand why this concert experience was the most different ones. I mean, this concert was basically the most difficult and the most, I wouldn't say heartbreaking, but the most difficult in all kind of ways. Even though it was a very amazing concert, I have nothing bad to say against Codomo Dragon, because Codomo Dragon was not the problem. It was something else that I was getting very, very mad and angry over yesterday. But I'm gonna talk about that later, okay guys, so you will basically understand what I'm talking about. So for now, Maza thejrocker is out though. Maza thejrocker will be back soon again. So guys, stay close. Next part, concert experience with Codomo Dragon will come soon.